Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition. I am Knight in Phoenix. Today we're taking out the T32, which is the American Tier 8 heavy tank. We are on highway and it is standard battle, and I do have my brother Grey Ghost with me today. So we bring up the main map, take a look, see where we spawned, get an idea where we might want to go, get a feel for what we're up against. Looks like the matchmaking gods are with us today. We are top tier in this game. So our plan here is move to the west. Once we get over to the edge of the map, we're going to aggressively push to the south and see if we can't own that western flank. It can be a little tricky getting to the other side of the map. A lot of ground to cover, not a lot of cover for your tank. And if they have a scout that's pushing up the middle there, ELC, AMX, T21, T71, any of those come screaming by, light everybody up, and the enemy just starts shooting down on you. So it looks like we have a friendly T21 who's already up there, lighting up at least one enemy target. We can see Grey Ghost on the left pushing up with us here. Now I personally prefer approaching the side of the map behind these buildings if the enemy has pushed up to the top of the hill, which is where we're going to try and go. If they're up there, at least I have something for cover. So at this point, I believe there are actually a total of 7 friendly vehicles over here. We do now. We have 1 enemy spotted. And what happens here so often is the enemy sits on the other side of that road behind the buildings for cover. We sit on this side of the road using the terrain as cover, and it kind of becomes this little stalemate. So Grey Ghost and I have decided we're not going to push over the hill, but we're going to get up on top of this and see what we can light up. Once we light up targets, hopefully our teammates behind us can start shooting at something. Now the T32 has pretty decent gun depression, so I can get up on this hill, pick out some targets. Most of my tank is still down below the hill. If I take any hits, I'm probably going to hit my turret, which is pretty tough. Now I did already take a shot at this T32, hit him in the turret, it bounced, I reacquired him, went for a tracking shot. I don't know if I tracked him or not, but I did get some damage on him. When you have friendly vehicles backing you up, tracking targets is a wonderful thing. If you can immobilize that enemy vehicle and keep them from moving back behind cover and let your team just rip them apart, you know, that's just extremely satisfying, and even better, probably very frustrating to the enemy. So I believe we've accomplished what we set out to do. We've spotted the enemy, we've harassed the enemy, we've let them know we're coming in force, and they are now backing up. They're retreating. The rest of our teammates behind us realize this. So at this point we're all going to move up. We're going to own this western flank real quick. So we now have 3 friendlies ahead of us who were previously sitting behind us. I'd like to think that was due to our efforts up on the hill. I mean, in reality, I'm nothing more than an average player. And if I see something unfold that seemed to work, I'm just going to let you know about it. So it looks like the enemy has retreated back to their flag area. We're going to try a similar routine here. Get up on the hill, see what we can spot, keep shooting at them. There's that T32 we hit earlier, put another 320 on him there. In reality, at this point, any enemy left on this side has 2 choices, stand and die or run. I'm the kind of guy, I'm going to stand and die, because I'm usually in a tank destroyer, which I don't have the speed to get away from you anyway, so I'm just going to try and damage you as best I can before you get me. So we have now owned the new position that we took here, so we're going to move forward. The flag is right beyond the trees here. And we do have somebody in the flag already, so we're already starting to cap. So while our teammates are capping, we're going to try and chase down the stragglers here and see if we can't get ourselves a few more kills. Just going to pass right through the circle here. Until we realize the enemy is in our flag. At that point, we know there's no way we can get back to our flag. Best thing to do right now, sit here and cap. Let's go for the win. And that's how this battle ended up. We win by capping. So a couple of things could have changed here. If they would have had artillery, we certainly wouldn't have been sitting up on that hill. If we weren't the top tier vehicles, we probably wouldn't be sitting up there either. We may have been up there spotting, but we certainly couldn't have been as aggressive as we were. So we did manage almost 27,000 silver profit and 1,022 XP. Got one kill on a T25/2. Ended up right in the middle of the leaderboard, which I'm fine with that. I honestly do feel we were a big contributing factor to being able to push up that side and get into their flag. Okay, so that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you would hit the like button. You are certainly welcome to subscribe. That way you'll get notifications of when I post new videos. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my videos. And finally, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.